In this video, we are going to learn how we're able to create a speedometer, something like this. If I change the progress from 57 to 88, and you will notice it changes. And maybe I can change from 88 to 15, and it changes as well. Same goes with the number. Let's see how we're able to learn this one together. Let's understand how the speedometer works. First, we are going to use something like a circle chart. We divide into half and only showing the first half at the top, and the bottom half we make it as no fill. To achieve that, we need to set up certain structure for the data layer. So let's inspect the data layer. It has a sequential number from 1 up to 100. When it's up to 100, all these things, it has the number and it will show the layer. And meanwhile, from 101 to 200, this part, it will make it as no fill or invisible. So let's see how we're able to do this. And it has a gray is always there. And meanwhile, for the color will change according to the value. So we are using the sequence number as a comparison. The formula to know when the color should be shown, we need to show 1 whenever we need to show the color, otherwise we will make it as 0. To do so, I will be just equal if the number on the sequence number lesser or equal to 57. And because I want to make this as an absolute, I'll press F for once and then comma number 1, otherwise I will make it 0, close parenthesis, enter. I can copy the formula downwards by double click on the fill handle, and then you will go towards the end. You can see towards the end it will show 0, and the last one, it should be the balance of the remaining. So the balance, that will be, I need to change the formula a little bit. I will just do this one equal 200 minus the sum of the above. So after keying sum, go up arrow key and Control Shift up, and just to make sure I select all the numbers and press enter. And it will ask for autocorrect because I have forgotten to close parentheses. Just press enter to accept the autocorrect. And you will notice the total for this column, it will be 200. So that will be correct. After we have gotten this part done, the next thing we are going to do is to turn this into a visual. First, I will need to select the gray and the color. I select them, Control Shift down, and then I can just go to insert. Inside insert, I will just go to bar, column, and I want to make it as donut. Yes, click donut. And you will see at the bottom it has a lot of legend. This is not required. Just select this one and delete, and it appears in this way. So you can see somehow there, here's a different orientation. So that means we need to rotate this part of it. Select one of them. And before we continue, this is the gray. I want to change it to gray color first. So I can go to Format. And I want to make the shape fill, choose a gray. And because I want to make sure the gray is a continuous kind of block of data or the visual, so the shape outline, I want to make it as no outline. Okay, good. So this first part is done. And then the second half over here, the long slice here. So I want to make it as invisible. So click again. And this is the only one selected. I go up, fill. This is the only time I choose no fill. Very good. And click the outer layer. The outer layer, this is the color. And you will notice everything is selected. I will use a light green color, light green. And you can see everything changes. Let me change to light green. Okay, light green. And if you want to have something like bar like this one in between them, you can keep it this way. That is the outline. And I click again on the long slice over here. So I want to make it as no fill. Let's go back to Format, Shape Fill, and make it as no fill. Very good. So we are almost there. So I want to right click one of the slides and choose Change Series Chart Type. Inside Change Series Chart Type, I want to use the color as the secondary axis, and click OK. And you will notice the color appears on top of the gray. After this is done, only changing the slice of the angle of the first slice. So I want to rotate 270 degree, and this is the slice. I can go up here, chart element. That was a gray. Do the same thing for the color. Color, this one I want to make it 270. Enter. Got it. And you notice the slice, the circle inside is a bit broad. You can reduce the whole size. Maybe I want to make it 50, make it 50. And you notice it changes a little bit. And I want to do the same for the gray. Otherwise, you will notice they are not proportion. So I make it 50, and you will notice two of them, they are much more aligned. That is nice. And for the chart title, for now, I just don't want the chart title. I can just delete this one. And then I want to do something here. Yes, I want to make sure we are able to see the value inside. So to do so, I will need to go to the format or go to insert. There's something called illustration, and I want to use shapes. I want to insert a text box. Remember, I want to click on the chart and click on the text box and draw the text box inside the chart. If you draw something like this one, and then I go up to the formula bar, to keep this thing dynamic, that means every time any data changes, this will get updated. Go to formula bar and type equal, then select the progress. And after that, you can just press enter. If you draw this one correctly, if you move the entire chart, the number will shift proportionally. So this is correct. So let me click on the chart, on the number. I want to do some formatting. I go to the whole, make it as center, align middle, make the text larger, and I want to shift this one a little bit, go up here. Okay, so that is much more likely. And okay, I can make this one a bit narrower for the width. Okay, I'm done. You will notice there's an outline for the chart. If you don't like the outline, you can select this one. Go to format and shape outline, you can choose no outline. If I click away, you will notice it's somehow blended towards the background. And now I want to change, instead of 57, I want to make it as 44. Enter. You can see it changes. If I make it as 88, enter. Yes, it changes. So this is how we're able to use a simple technique like just now to create a speedometer. I hope this video is give you some idea and some necessary skill to present your data visually in a compelling way, so that you are able to tell your story with a much more greater impact. And consider to share this video to your friends and colleagues so that they are able to do such a great things like you.